Hey guys, it's ItsSMOGONdevo back at it with some more Jungle Cup practice. Today we're going to be looking at more or less the same team with this double electric, Lanturn, and a Alolan Raichu comp. I don't think I've actually gone over what the full team is, but right now I'm basically using Vig and Pidgeot, Alolan Raichu, Lanturn, Venusaur, and Beedrill. Similar to the team I actually took into the tournament, although I did end up dropping Pidgeot for Noctowl. But yeah, we'll just keep on messing around with this team, getting some experience in the early stages of the cup. Still pretty much first week all of these battles have been. Soon we'll be getting into more of my more recent battles, and you get to see some of the newer picks I'm trying out. A lot of them I really do enjoy. So let's just jump into the battle and check out how this team has been performing. Alright, so let's jump into these battles. We're going to be looking at Lanturn in the lead position here, with Vigoroth and Pidgeot in the back. Usually Lanturn's best as a closer, but if you get a hard read on like Noctowl or one of the flyers, it's a great option there. We do lead it into the Vigoroth, unfortunately. So I'll take this Body Slam here. I know this isn't a great matchup for me, so I just want to try to find advantage where I can find it. So I'll go for a Thunderbolt here. Get a shield. And then as long as I can keep that kind of advantage, I'm pretty okay with these matchups. He overfarms me, so I shield thinking I might be able to get to another Thunderbolt, and I actually can. So I'll be able to draw his second shield. Now I'm actually going to let Lanturn go down. That's a pretty good position to be in, especially considering how weak this Vigoroth is. I switch into Pidgeot instead of Vigoroth, just trying to keep mine as healthy as possible. And then chip down his Vigoroth with fast moves. I want to maintain a shield for Vigoroth if I can as well. So I'll go for this Brave Bird. Take a nice chunk off Noctowl. And then just keep chipping it down as much as I can. Don't want to burn this final shield again, I want to save it for Vigoroth. Now I'll let Pidgeot go down and bring in Vigoroth. I'm going to farm up as much energy as I possibly can. So I'll shield this move coming in. The thing with Vigoroth is once it gets enough energy going, it can pretty much beat anything in this cup. Brings in Venusaur, but my Vigoroth has a ton of energy. Usually it can beat pretty much anything in the cup. So he actually will be able to get that Frenzy Plant. Venusaur is looking like a really great option to take on Vigoroth just because it can take 2 Body Slams. Almost 2 Body Slams. Of course, if it's chipped down, it won't be able to, but yeah, so he takes that match. Gets a good switch on that Venusaur. So this time I'm going to go ahead and go in with a Beedrill lead and a Vigoroth and Magneton in the back. We lead B into Venusaur, which is great. He switches out into Vigoroth, but this is a good matchup for me. Not going to shield the first Body Slam coming in. Decide to just go for this X-Scissor here. And now I will actually switch out, now that I've gotten a shield, into my own Vigoroth. I don't want to lose B yet because I do need it to beat that Venusaur in the back later on. So I farm up some energy, go a little bit over, and then land my own Body Slam. Knock out his Vigoroth. Have a nice energy lead so I can get off my own Body Slam again. Do a nice chunk to Venusaur. He's going to have to go to this Frenzy Plant here. I'll let him knock out my V and then bring in Beedrill here. Little bit of lag and switch tray glitch. I go for this X-Scissor. Get a shield there, and now I want to try to push for Sludge Bomb. Had a little bit of a weird issue where it wasn't letting me bring up my switch tray, but it's alright. Sky Attack comes in, so here I'm going to farm up a little bit of extra energy. I know I can take another Sky Attack, but this match hinges on me being able to knock out that Venusaur with Magneton. I'll go for Discharge now, knock out the Noctowl, and then I can actually get to a Magnet Bomb. I had a shield just in case I needed to block a Frenzy Plant. But luckily for me, didn't have to get that far. So we'll take that match there. Jumping into this one, we actually run with the same 3. Going up against Twastel 2, I think I forgot to mention that, but really great player. I'm sure many of you are aware who he is, especially if you frequent the Go Stadium Discord. So here, this is a losing matchup. I just want to try to get any advantage that I can. Gonna shield this first Sky Attack coming. Hoping to pressure him into shielding. Go for a Sludge Bomb. Doesn't shield it, so I'll switch out into Mags. He's gonna farm up a bit of energy. Good play. Then he brings in Vigoroth. I should have Magnet Bombed here. Again, if Magnet Bomb and Discharge are both neutral, always go Magnet Bomb. But because I have that extra energy, I can actually get a second one off. So I managed to draw both shields, I believe, and then I will let Magneton go down. I'll bring back in Beedrill here. Gonna shield this Body Slam. And then I want to push for a Sludge Bomb, so I can actually get it. That's going to knock out his Vigoroth. Brings in a Masquerain now, which I wasn't expecting. Takes out my Beedrill. And now Vigoroth is kind of helpless to this incoming Silverwind. Does a nice amount of damage. I try to farm a bit of energy. Then I go for a Body Slam here. And then I'm just short of a second one. Oh, actually no, I do get it. Able to knock out the Masquerain there. But now his Noctowl comes back into the Sky Attack and will actually knock out my Vigoroth. Good game there. Gonna go up against him again with the Raichu lead and Venusaur and Pidgeot in the back. Was really trying to mess around with this single 6 as much as I could before the tournament, using a bunch of variations on it. So we lead Alolan Raichu into the Masquerain. Okay matchup, you just have to be wary of the charge moves. I'm choosing to get up a little bit of extra energy and then go for this Thunder Punch. Force that shield, and then I'm actually going to shield as well. No boost for him. I do the same thing, build up a little bit more energy, and then go for my Thunder Punch. Knock out the Masquerain. Brings in Magneton, so here I'm actually just going to go straight for a Wild Charge. I have Venusaur in the back to help out here. He shields the Wild Charge. Good move on his part. Don't want to burn my final shield on Raichu here. So I'll bring in Venusaur now. Going to shield this Magnet Bomb coming in. Then I have to get to Frenzy Point, but he switches out and I see it. So I farm up some energy and then switch out to Pidgeot. Can't stop this. Sludge Bomb connects and does a ton of damage. So I'm trying to build to Aerial Ace here. Do a ton of damage and knock out the Beedrill. But now Mags can actually knock out my Pidgeot, but I have some energy left, so launch this Frenzy Plant off and knock out the Magneton. Very close game. So another one with Twastel. Gonna go ahead and lead with that very infamous team from one of the first practice videos. Vigoroth, Raichu, and Pidgeot. I still honestly love Raichu. It's probably one of the few things that's genuinely stuck besides Vigoroth and Noctowl. So he's also testing out Pidgeot here. I lead Vig into his Pidgeot. I guess he wanted to kind of see if it could tie it, but the sim shakeups unfortunately have let us down here. I don't shield this first move coming in, expecting a bait. Now I'll go for my own Body Slam here. I have a ton of energy, so I'm going to switch out. I switch at a good moment because he launches a Aerial Ace into Raichu. Now his Pidgeot's more or less dead. able to knock it out with those sparks, and I have a body slam ready on my Vigoroth in the back. I want to draw a shield here, possibly two, so I go Thunder Punch first, get a shield. Then I go for a I try to go for a second Thunder Punch, but you can get to that X Scissor. And now I actually go for Wild Charge because I do have it available. I'm going to do a massive amount of damage or draw a second shield. We get that shield, which is great, but he can knock out my Raichu now. I have to choose Pidgeot or Vigoroth. I choose to go Vigoroth just to do a ton of damage here. And then I switch into Pidgeot right at the right time. And then I can take this X Scissor. I still have a shield too, so this is looking pretty good for me. Brings back in that Magneton though. So I just have to try and chip it down as much as I can. If I can get it low enough, then my counters on Vigoroth will be able to kill it. Goes for Discharge here, knocks out Pidgeot, so now I'm just trying to beat him down with counters. Have to shield. Now it's a race to see who can get to their next charge move quicker. I go for the Body Slam, just not really trying to mess around. Knock out Magneton there. Now he brings in Beedrill, but it's been weakened from before, so counter will actually take it out. Very close game there. I actually did try to mess around without using the Alolan Raichu on double electric. So here you'll kind of see that. So I'm using Magneton, Lanturn, and Beedrill. I definitely stand by my earlier opinion where you need Alolan Raichu to make double electric work properly. Otherwise, you're just too vulnerable to Vigoroth, and it especially doesn't work if you're using Beedrill over something like Cross and Vespiquen. So we lead into Pidgeot, great for me, and he switches out to Beedrill. This is a really good matchup for Magneton as well. So I actually decide just to stay in. I have Lanturn in the back as well for Pidgeot, so I don't feel pressured to preserve my Magneton. We get to another Magnet Bomb. I charge up a little bit more energy though. Do a ton of damage to Beedrill. I'm gonna shield here though. I want to keep Magneton a little healthy because I figure I can get one more charge move. I want to see what he brings in, and he does bring in Meg, so this time I actually will just go for Magnet Bomb. I thought about switching, but at this rate my Meg is really weak, so I just kind of want to get off as much damage as I can where I can. Just going for these Magnet Bombs. Got that final shield there. So let my Meg go down, and then I can actually bring in Lanturn, and I know he has the Pidgeot in the back, so I'm not going to shield the first one coming in. Goes Magnet Bomb, but really he should have discharged. We both kind of made some misplays with our Magnet Bombs in this game. But I will shield this, thinking he's not going to make the same mistake twice. And now I can just farm it down, and I have a Thunderbolt almost ready for this Pidgeot coming in. So this Thunderbolt's going to connect and knock out that Pidgeot nearly. Alright, so that's going to be the battles. Again, really just kind of messing around with this team and some slight variations to it. Really looking at Lanturn a lot because it was one of the more recent additions I had made right before the tournament. So I had to test it as much as I possibly could. I liked it at the time, but now I'm kind of shifted from it, as you guys may or may not have guessed. Just wanted to shout out Twastil again. Thank you for battling me and being in these videos. Really, really great person to practice against, very knowledgeable player. Always learn a lot when I face him. And going forward in the next set of battles, we will finally be moving on to the more recent additions to my team. So I'm very excited to bring those to you. There's going to be a few new mon that you haven't yet seen, and a lot of them I'm really liking. So again, yeah, I'm really excited to bring those out to you. But that's going to be it for me for now. Hope you guys have been enjoying these videos. Please leave me a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next one.